Welcome to Triple Level Travel, where we chase the wild, the wallet-friendly, and the wildly expensive across America's coolest cities. Today we're landing in Anchorage, Alaska, where glaciers meet moose traffic and the mountains photobomb every picture. We're tackling the final frontier in 3 epic tiers: the budget adventurer, the level-up traveler, and of course, the VIP luxury escape for those who like their hikes with a helicopter and their salmon plated by a private chef. Whether you're here for budget thrills, stylish upgrades, or full-blown Alaskan royalty mode, we've got your itinerary locked and loaded. Buckle your thermal layers. Anchorage is wild, and we're doing it 3 ways. Level 1, Budget Adventurer, $1,000. Anchorage on a budget isn't just doable, it's downright legendary. With a 3-day People Mover bus pass for just $15, we'll cruise between coastline trails, moose watching, and city views. Our home base is Base Camp Anchorage Hostel, where a bunk bed runs $65 per night, totaling $195 for 3 nights. It's walkable, safe, and close to all the downtown action, perfect for early hikes or late-night reindeer dogs. No frills, just adventure. Alaska's wild beauty is waiting, and we're about to take it on with style and smarts. Day 1 kicked off the way all epic Alaska stories should: crispy air, warm carbs, and wide eyes. At Fire Island Rustic Bake Shop, we grabbed a breakfast sandwich, pain au chocolat croissant, and classic chocolate chip cookie for $18. Then came our first big step into the wild, renting bikes for $55, 4 hours, and pedaling the Tony Knowles Coastal Trail. Between moose sightings, ocean breeze, and Mount Susitna views, we almost forgot it was cardio. Lunch landed at Sandwich Deck, Alaskan halibut sandwich, chili dog, and fries for $40. In the afternoon, we explored Westchester Lagoon and Earthquake Park, free. A calm, scenic stretch with wildlife lookouts, interpretive signs, and panoramic views of Cook Inlet. Dinner wrapped at Alaskan Burger and Brew with a Kodiak burger, Inferno wings, and wine for $45. Day 2 started slow and golden, just like the biscuit crust at breakfast. At Biscuit Club, we ordered the Benny and Jets biscuit, 2 sausage patties, and hot chocolate for $20. The morning took us to the Alaska Public Lands Information Center, free, where ranger-led exhibits and immersive films painted a vivid picture of the state's wilderness legacy. Lunch at Moose's Tooth Pub and Pizzeria brought a carnivore pizza and New York blueberry cheesecake for $40. Our afternoon unfolded at the Alaska Native Heritage Center, $30, where we watched indigenous performances, toured traditional dwellings, and chatted with artists crafting authentic native tools and jewelry. Next, a stop at Uming Mak Musk Ox Producers Co-op, where we picked up a Kiviet headband for $40, locally made, ultra-warm, and deeply Alaskan. Dinner at Kincaid Grill closed the day with oysters, halibut, and wine for $55. Day 3 rolled in bright and breezy, the kind of morning that makes you want to do it all again. At Snow City Cafe, we ordered the Krabby Omelet, classic French toast, and coffee for $30. The morning took us to the Alaska Aviation Museum, $20, where vintage planes, heroic bush pilot stories, and flight simulators brought high-flying history to life. Lunch at Sullivan's Steakhouse featured an ahi tuna steak and soft drink for $55. In the afternoon, we headed to Point Woronzof Park, free. Less touristy than the lagoon, but just as scenic. There, we watched float planes touch down, scoped Denali in the distance, and soaked up our last Alaskan breeze. Dinner at Simon & Seafort's was a flavor-packed finale. Tasting sampler with crab dip, teriyaki tenderloins, coconut shrimp, and cloche of essence for $60. Level 1, Budget Adventurer, grand total, $718.
Headed out on your next adventure? Don't forget these 10 travel essentials that make every trip smoother. From smart backpacks to portable chargers, noise-canceling headphones to a must-have first aid kit, we've got the ultimate checklist for stress-free travel. Whether you're team budget or VIP, these are the items you'll wish you'd packed. Hit the link now and travel smarter.
Level 2, Level Up Tier, $3,000. Anchorage shines differently when you level up. Think warm hospitality, crisp Alaskan air, and polished experiences wrapped in glacier blue views. For transport, we're rolling with a 3-day Lyft budget of $300, letting us glide between neighborhoods, sea-to-sky views, and sunset dining without ever waiting on a bus. Lodging is the Alyeska Resort, just outside the city at $350 per night, $1,050 total. A true alpine escape with mountain views, spa indulgence, and a tram that climbs into the clouds. Anchorage at this level isn't just travel. It's a well-curated love letter to the last frontier. Day 1 opened with intention and espresso. At Middleway Cafe, we ordered the Farmer's Starter, Mexican Benedict, and an espresso shot for $38. Fresh, local, and everything you want in a first bite. Morning took us up to Flat Top Mountains Overlook, with a shuttle ride to the Glen Alps trailhead for $30. No full summit today, just epic views of Anchorage backed by endless evergreens and Cook Inlet sparkle. Lunch at Club Paris hit classic comfort notes with a bacon cheeseburger, French fries, and Moose's Tooth Root beer for $45. The afternoon took a chill turn at Willowall Social's rooftop greenhouse bar, free entry, a cozy urban hideaway wrapped in glass and green. Dinner at Crow's Nest brought elegance and altitude with a 14-ounce Mishima Ultra New York strip and wine for $200. Day 2 leaned into calm confidence. Clean skies, good coffee, and stories waiting to unfold. We began at South Restaurant and Coffee House, Polar Bear Breakfast, and Cadillac Mimosa for $35. The morning took us to the Alaska Zoo, $20, where we wandered snowy forest paths, watched wolves pace their enclosure, and snapped photos of a sleeping brown bear under a frosty pine. Lunch at Glacier Brewhouse, seafood fettuccine, seared ahi chopped salad, and beer for $65. In the afternoon, the Alyeska tram ride, totaling $48, carried us above Alpine Meadows to a panoramic deck near the summit. We lingered, breathing cold mountain air while spotting doll sheep in the distance and watching the sun stretch over Turnagain Arm. Dinner at Orso, Beets and Blue, crab cakes, Alaska King crab, and the Alaska cocktail for $150. Day 3 settled in with that unmistakable final day rhythm. Slow sips, big moments, and the kind of memories that stick. At the Pantry Cafe, we kicked off with an Alaskan salmon omelet, avocado toast, and iced tea for $40. Our morning unfolded at the Anchorage Museum, running $25, where we wandered through thought-provoking exhibits, prehistoric fossils, Alaska native carvings, interactive Arctic installations, and a planetarium that launched us into the stars. Lunch at Pho Vietnam hit the spot with pho, fried tilapia, and a cold drink for $40. In the afternoon, we hopped aboard a historic trolley tour for $50. Our guide spun tales of gold rush legends, earthquake ruins, and bush pilots while we rolled past murals, fishing boats, and neighborhoods with character. Dinner at Jen's restaurant ended strong with filet mignon, creme brulee, and wine for $90. Level 2, level up tier. Grand total, $2,226. Level 3, VIP luxury, $30,000. We kicked into VIP mode from the moment we landed, welcomed by Anchorage's elite chauffeur service, the first-class driver, in a sleek black SUV, $3,000 per day, $9,000 total, stocked with bottled water and local insights. Our sanctuary for the next 3 nights is the Captain's Suite at Hotel Captain Cook, a $1,600 per night masterpiece of marble, chandeliers, and sweeping Chugach Mountain panoramas. $4,800 total, including private butler service and personalized welcome amenities. Every moment here is curated, from Golden Glove door service to curated tasting plates at sunset. Anchorage doesn't feel like a city anymore. It feels like our private stage. Day 1 launched in style with breakfast from the Bake Shop, croissant Benedict and cappuccino for $55. The morning unfolded with a helicopter to Glacier expedition, $2,400, that touched down on a crystalline ice shelf where a glaciologist guided us through ancient crevasses and towering blue spires, snapping custom portraits framed by nature's cathedral. Lunch at VIP restaurant, chicken bulgogi, ojing ubokium, and sparkling water for $50. The adventure continued with a VIP dog mushing run atop Knik Glacier, $2,100, where we rode tandem with an Iditarod champion across a sea of untouched snow, the wind slicing past as GoPros caught it all from above. Dinner at Ginger, seared scallop, sesame ginger Caesar, filet mignon, and white wine for $150. Back at the Captain's Suite, a private cello serenade awaited by the fireplace, the perfect end to a platinum day. Day 2 eased in with breakfast at Concoction Breads and Provisions, K-Dub Baker's Brekkie Bagel Sandwich, Nanner Cake, and Matcha Latte for $50. The morning swept us into a private gold panning and geology excursion in the Talkeetna foothills, $1,800, where we stood knee-deep in crisp alpine water under expert guidance, swirling pans and spotting real gold flakes to pocket as luxe souvenirs. Lunch at Beartooth Theater Pub brought a triple treat: balsamic pesto pizza, lemon meringue blondie, and a cookies and cream shake for $65. In the afternoon, we took a guided wildlife glacier cruise from Whittier, $2,200, boarding a luxury catamaran stocked with hors d'oeuvres as bald eagles soared overhead and orcas shadowed us beside thundering blue ice. Dinner at the 49th State Brewing Company featured Alaska Wild King salmon and a wine pairing for $175. Day 3 began with breakfast at Mochileros, churro waffles, spicy scramble, and iced coffee for $50. Late morning brought a curated shopping appointment at the Alaska Mint downtown, $2,200, where goldsmiths demonstrated striking nugget snowflake medallions and guided us through selecting handcrafted gold and silver jewelry, tailored to our tastes, complete with a custom engraving. Lunch at Altura Bistro, sweet prawn bisque, mushroom risotto, and grapefruit soda for $60. The afternoon unfolded at a private alpine spa retreat at Alyeska, $2,500, where cedarwood massages, glacier view soaking pools, and aromatherapy loungers eased every travel ache. Dinner at Whiskey and Ramen, Hamachi Crudo, the Dark Horse Ramen, Miso Cacio e Pepe with scallops, and Japanese whiskey for $175. We sipped by the fire pit under northern stars, a finale so perfect it didn't feel like the end. Level 3, VIP Luxury. Grand total, $27,830. That's how you do Anchorage in full VIP mode. No lines, no limits, just non-stop luxury from glacier top to golden sunset. We flew over volcanoes, raced sleds across ancient ice, and soaked in alpine spas built for royalty. We didn't count steps, we counted memories, each one framed in white caps and wild air. Whether it was crab by the sound or custom gold at the Mint, every moment was next level. So, which tier fits your travel vibe? The bold budget adventurer, the refined level-up explorer, or this ultra-luxe VIP dream? Drop it in the comments, hit like if Alaska just jumped on your bucket list, and subscribe so you don't miss what's next. Coming up, a place where the desert blooms, the art moves, and the luxury gets wild. You won't want to miss it.